Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football here in Ponder, Texas at Ponder Field with your Week 6 Friday night instant reaction. Let's start right here in District 4 3A Division 1 where the Vernon Lions came to Ponder and put on an impressive performance in all three phases with a dominant 49-13 win over the Ponder Lions, who were previously unbeaten. Vernon improves to 1-1 in district. Ponder falls to 1-1 in district. Big rebound for Vernon after a close loss to district favorite Paradise last week. It was the Tice Payne show. 5 touchdowns on the night for the Vernon offense, kind of picking up the slack for running back True Gibson, who left the game earlier with a bit of a knee knock. We'll see if he's back in a couple of weeks, but Tice Payne really picked up the slack for Vernon tonight. Had a touchdown receiving, 4 touchdowns on the ground. And that Vernon defense, dominant, holding a really explosive Ponder offense in check. They completely dominated. They forced a couple of early turnovers, really changed the momentum of the game. They led 28-0 at halftime and cruised in the second half. Congrats to Kevin Sherrill's ball club as they improve to 5-1 on the season and 1-1 in district play with the dominant win. Let's whip around the state real quick. A lot of games are still going on. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, but go ahead and get this knocked out before they turn the lights out on me here in Ponder. Let's go down to the Houston area. Huge game in 23-6A, Humble ISD in front of a sold-out crowd at Turner Stadium in Humble. Summer Creek gets a last-second touchdown from running back Braylon Causey to knock off Atascocita 38-35. Causey scores with 6 seconds left in the game. Summer Creek, top 5 in the state, pulls it out against Atascocita, who is unranked after their loss to C.E. King last week. Atascocita, in desperation mode tonight, gave it everything they had. Summer Creek pulls it out 38-35, and shockingly, Humble Atascocita falls to 0-2 in district play. Their playoff hopes aren't in jeopardy yet. They still got to play North Shore. They still got to play Kingwood. So a lot on the line for Atascocita in the next couple of weeks. They want to keep their playoff streak alive. Congrats to Kenny Harrison and the Summer Creek Bulldogs. Speaking of streaks, just up the road in Denton, the Aledo Bearcats kept their streak alive, their national record district winning streak. I'm going to say it's 133 games because they did have 2 games during 2020, the COVID season. We don't want to really remember that, but I call them forfeits. So I call it a 133-game district winning streak. Whatever you want to call it, 133, 131, it's still alive. The Aledo Bearcats, number 1 in the state, rally from a 14-2 deficit in the third quarter to take down Denton Ryan 15-14 in an absolute rock fight at Collins Stadium. 2 of the best defenses in the state went toe-to-toe. Denton Ryan got a defensive pick 6 touchdown. Aledo had a safety in the first half. The defenses got in on it. It was just every yard was earned in that game, and the Aledo Bearcats keep their district winning streak alive at 133 games, a national record. Congrats to Robbie Jones Ball Club. Really impressive to go on the road and beat Denton Ryan 15-14. Speaking of impressive, how about this in Class 4A out-of-state action? The Stephenville Yellow Jackets knock off Louisiana Power Ruston 28-12. Ruston obliterated Stephenville last year, 63-17. Stephenville, undefeated, came into this game. Ruston, fresh off wins over Longview and Midland Legacy. That's right. They got a 3-point win over Longview in Week 4, 38-35. Week 5, they blow Midland Legacy away. I believe it was 49-14. That was 42-0 at the half. Stephenville, Class 4A Stephenville, goes out to Longview, neutral site game, knocks off Ruston 28-12. I saw Sterling Doty's Ball Club last week. They are the real deal. They are 6-0 on the year with a win in their back pocket over Ruston. Folks, the Stephenville Yellow Jackets are a bona fide state title, maybe a favorite at this point. I know Salina, their winning streak is still alive. Stephenville right now might have the most impressive resume of anyone in 4A Division 1. What a win for Sterling Doty's Stephenville Yellow Jackets, knocking off Ruston, Louisiana 28-12. Ruston, Louisiana is a bona fide big-time ball club. Stephenville beats them by 16 points. Really impressive. Out in West Texas, Midland Greenwood in a battle of unbeatens in Class 4A knocks off Lubbock Liberty 34-14. Lincoln Madrid and that Greenwood offense got it going tonight, and their defense made play after play, forcing turnovers against Liberty. Midland Greenwood improves to 6-0, dominant 34-14 win over Lubbock Liberty. You know, for Joe Sexton and Lubbock Liberty, I think you take this as a learning experience. This was their first really big game in school history. I mean, they've only been open since last year. They were 2-8 last year. They brought everybody back from last year. 5-0 on the year. They've got a good win over Seminole. They just ran into a more experienced and more seasoned Midland Greenwood Ball Club tonight, 34-14 for Greenwood. Lubbock Liberty is going to be fine, I think. This is a learning experience. I think both these teams, obviously Greenwood, one of the favorites in Region 1 and 4A Division 2. I think Liberty, not quite at that level yet, but they should be in the playoffs. And if you're a Patriots fan, you want to hope to improve and hopefully be a lot better if you get possibly one of these types of games in November in the postseason. In small school action, the biggest game, a result that popped out to me in Central Texas, Chilton 34, Mart 0. And Mart has struggled this year. First-year head coach, Coach Chris Lancaster, they went through some struggles, a little bit of a transition, but they are playing better football against a really tough schedule. They lost to Bremond by 8 last week. Well, Chilton goes out and dominates Mart 34-0. The Pirates' first win over Mart since 2019, and that's impressive for Chilton. That Chilton defense is something serious, y'all. Chilton and Bremond in a few weeks in Central Texas is going to be must-see TV in 2A Division 2. Coach Benny Hewitt's ball club, the Chilton Pirates, knock off Mart 34-0, make a big statement that they're going to be a contender there in 2A Division 2 Region 3. So that wraps it up here in Denton County and Ponder. I'm going to head to the airport in the morning and head down to Houston to watch Cy Springs and Bridgeland tomorrow night on Texan Live. You can tune into that game. And obviously on Dave Campbell's YouTube and Texan Live, you can also tune in at 10:30 tonight. Texas Football Tonight with Ashley Pickle, Greg Tepper, and Carter Yates. The Texas High School Football After Party and the last word of Texas High School Football. Have a great night, y'all.